Ladies and gentlemen, on the channel, we've done a lot of stories on key AHL and minor league players of the 50s, 60s, and 70s. But this guy was one letter away from being the greatest name in minor league history. A great player, a brilliant player, even though he wasn't officially called brilliant. Pierre Brillant, Brillant, probably one of the most underrated minor hockey players of the 50s and 60s. Should have skated in the NHL. He put in a ton of goals for major and minor league teams. But boys, what a career! Now the native of Rimouski, 5'9", 155. First came to major prominence in 1951 with the Shawinigan Falls Cadillacs of the QSHL. In 52 with the Providence Reds of the QPJHL, he put up 54 goals and 80 points. Now, what's funny here, he had 53 minutes in penalties, but for the rest of his career, he rarely got more than 5 or 10 or 20 penalties a season. Now, 53 with the Quebec Aces of the QSHL, he had 10 goals in 40 games, 17 points. Now, New Westminster in 54, 33 points in 58 games. Now, 55 was an interesting season. He split time between Providence, who he would become a star with almost a decade later. He had 6 points in 19 games. He also played with the Valleyfield Braves of the QHL with 8 points in 26 contests. Now, 56, he became a maritime sensation. He played with the Amos Ramblers of the AC Senior League with 57 goals and 94 points with 29 minutes in penalties. Now, that season, he also played with the Trois-Rivières Lions with 2 games. Now, from 57 to 61, he played with the Indianapolis Chiefs, put up dynamite numbers, 38, 45, 57, 50, and 40 goals over those campaigns. And best season, of course, was 1958, where he also put up 14 points in 11 playoff contests. Now, he found his way back to Providence in 62 and played solidly with them from 62 to 68. 37, 35, 32, 20, 7, 25, and 8 goals. And again, his best season was that first campaign, 65 points in 65 games. Ironically, ladies and gentlemen, he became an extremely, extremely quiet player on the ice. In 1960 and 66 games in Indianapolis, no minutes in penalties, scoring 50. Now, 65, no minutes in penalties, scoring 20. His time with Providence over those seasons, ladies and gentlemen, only 56 minutes in penalties from 62 to 68. Now, when he left Providence, he ended up with the Columbus Checkers of the IHL in 69, 7 points in 11 games. For some reason, he took 22 minutes in penalties. Maybe the IHL is a little bit rougher. And his last campaign was with the Nashville Dixie Flyers, one of the most underrated minor league teams of the era, 9 goals in 20 games. So again, scoring, again, the 500 goal range with all the squads he played for, solid numbers, solid player. But ladies and gentlemen, again, from that campaign from 1957 to 1965, 38, 45, 57, 50, 40, 37, 35, 32, 20. Again, he's been described in the press, and I read the sort of a combination of a Stan Mikita and a Mike Gartner, good playmaker, good right wing, could play with anybody, but just a baby, like 5'5", 150, 155. So that's the story of the brilliant Pierre Brillant, and I'm dedicating this podcast to a good follower of our New Brunswick Independent Authors Association, the very talented and a very dedicated and a very beloved Howie Menard. Howie is very active in various minor and NHL, alumni groups with his pals and friends he played with over years. Howie is an example of a player that did well for hockey and is well remembered because their dedication. There's hundreds, even thousands of players like Pierre and Howie that have given so much of the sport that are still living, can talk about the dedication that's needed. So when Howie Menard speaks, and other people like him learn the stories, live the legend, and they paved the way for the modern minor hockey and NHL we benefit from. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, or share, and keep your stick on the ice. Have a good one. Bye.